weak enough to win others. Psalm 147 says that the Lord gathers the outcasts of Israel. He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. And it also says that he lifts up the downtrodden and casts the wicked to the ground. And in Isaiah 40, verses 21 through 31, the prophet says that the Lord does not become faint or grow weary, but rather the Lord is the source of strength for those who wait on him, so that even youths will grow exhausted or get tired. But those who wait on the Lord will renew their strength. They will mount up with wings as eagles. They will run and not be weary. They will walk and not faint. Now in Mark 1, 29 through 39, we see Jesus going into the house of Simon and Andrew with James and John. And there in the house lies Simon's mother-in-law in bed with a fever. And Jesus takes her by the hand and lifts her up, and the fever leaves her. The Lord lifts up the downtrodden. And then it says, at sundown, the whole city was gathered at the door of the house. They brought to Jesus all who were sick and who were afflicted with demons, and he healed them. The whole city was gathered at the door of Simon's house, where Peter was, where Jesus was. The Lord gathers the outcasts of Israel. He heals the brokenhearted. He binds up their wounds. He casts the wicked to the ground. He cast out the demons that afflicted people. So Jesus here in Mark is acting in the ways of the God of Israel. He's demonstrating the character and the power of the God whom the psalmist spoke of. But then in the next scene in Mark's gospel, early in the morning, when it's still very dark, Jesus goes out to the desert. He goes out of the house and under the stars, which God names and which God numbers according to Isaiah and according to the Psalm. And it's there under the stars that Jesus renews his strength in the company of his Father. So Jesus, though he acted in the power of the God of Israel, it seems that he became weak to the extent that he needed to go out and to renew his strength away from the crowds in the desert in prayer to his Father. So the one who had all of the power at his disposal became weak and needed to renew his strength in his humanness. And it's there then in that place in prayer that when the disciples find him again, he is able to say to them, "Let us now go on to the neighboring towns, for that is why I have come." So Jesus renews his purpose. He rediscovers his mission in the place of prayer. And then they go throughout Galilee proclaiming the good news and casting out demons. And so Jesus was also doing what Paul describes in 1 Corinthians 9 as a missionary strategy for himself. He says, "To the weak I became weak, in order that I might win them. To the weak I became weak, in order that I might draw people into a relationship with the Father. I became weak enough to win others to God." Amen.